We all know that Hollywood seems to be spewing out nothing but remakes and reboots, most of which no one is asking for. But here are some I think it might be worth having another crack at. These are my top 5 movies I want to see remade. Number 5. So a question we need to ask ourselves is why remake a film? One reason I think is the recast, giving a new group of actors the chance to work with the same material. Examples of these include Ocean's 11, The Italian Job, and Ghostbusters. But the one I want to see is The Usual Suspects. This film is great, but I wouldn't mind seeing it with an updated cast. Who would make up this new cast? I have no idea. But I think it would be fun to see a new lineup in these roles. Number 4. Another reason to remake a film is the modernization. In other words, films which message is still universal, and a remake would expose it to a new audience. This has been done with the likes of A Star is Born, Cheaper by the Dozen, and The Karate Kid. I feel like The Breakfast Club's exploration of status, cliques, and pressures of being teen are still very much relatable today. With an update to the costumes and addition of the role of social media to the plot, I think the film would do some good for a modern audience. Number 3. Next up, we have The Another Crack. These are films which had a good premise, but missed the mark. I'm not sure of any examples of films that have actually been made, but runners-up would be Suicide Squad, The Purge, and Lucy. For me, this is the film In Time. The premise of time being the new world currency brings up interesting moral questions, especially within the real issue of wealth inequality. However, instead it just comes across as a formulaic action flick. Number 2. In a similar vein to the last spot, we have The Adaptation. These films based on pre-existing material that just missed the mark. There are a lot of examples of these, but the two biggest ones are the likes of superhero reboots and Disney live-action remakes. For me, the one I want to see is Beauty and the Beast. I really liked the original animated film, and so was disappointed in the live-action remake that we got. Perhaps my biggest qualm was with Belle's famous golden ball gown, especially compared to Cinderella's ball gown in her remake. Perhaps another crack at it would allow the filmmakers a chance to recapture the magic of the original. For 1, finally we have The Fresh Angle. This is perhaps the slot which is where we are most likely to get a good remake out of. By giving a remake a new angle to come at allows the film to stand out apart from its original. These are the likes of The Thing, Lion King, and 12 Monkeys. I want to see a remake of Romeo and Juliet. Yes, one of the oldest stories of all time, but the story is a classic. Two lovers forbidden to see each other. So how do we make it different from all the other retellings? We've replaced Juliet with another guy. That's right, Romeo and Juliet, but make it gay. Well, that's my list. What films do you want to see remade? Sound off in the comments, hit that like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.